I saw this video by Apostle Arome Osayi, okay, which I want to share with us. So recently, I did a video where I actually refuted what Prophet Lovy Elias said of how that God can ruin the marriage of a preacher if that preacher allows God. You know, when I first of all heard this thing, I was like, what nonsense? Because this can only happen. In fact, it's just not possible for God to ruin the marriage of a believer on the grounds that God is a jealous God. So when you are getting so intimate with God, He will not tell you because He wants you all for Himself. That is the greatest fallacy I've ever heard any preacher speak from the pulpit. I mean,
why pastors fail in marriage? Men of God whose marriages die. I'm one of those people that went through that. I got divorced. I'll tell you why it happens. Your husband, he gave you a helpmate, but he's number one.
Exactly. That's true.
So when you start getting intimate with him, he doesn't want you to leave him. He won't tell you go and fix your relationship. It will be you to give him boundaries. If you don't give him boundaries, he will ruin your marriage.
Because obviously, if you are quite intimate with God, yes, God is a jealous God that loves us for ourselves, but don't also forget that your partner, which also is your wife, is also a child of God. So there's no way God will do anything that will be to our disadvantage. I mean, the scripture says all things work together for our good. All right. So if our intimacy with God will ruin our marriage, that means it's not for our good.
God He will restrain you. A time will come, the supervising spirit over your life, the emphasis will be the way you treat your wife. For 12 years, He will not even bother. Then the day He comes and say, So you can make phone call and call other people for 2 hours, and you cannot say hello to your wife. He will leave. Then you say, sorry. And then your wife will begin to see the way you are attending to her. She will think that maybe love has increased. It's the supervising spirit. Oh, mante isoke laimo mahakia. And you know what? The moment you begin to attend to her like that, first of all, it's mechanical so that he will not go. Then as you start attending, then the love will not start. Then one day he will come and say, I wanted you to know that a spell was upon you that was going, yes, that's what he told. A spell was upon you that was going to affect your relationship with your wife. That's why I became serious about it. I say, a spell? Who cast a spell on me? Should I tell you something, husbands? Some of you have the same spell that was cast on me, but you are not aware. I know you don't like my gospel, it's okay. Maybe the people I'm preaching to are online. A time He will come, and that's of all the sacrifices God requires from people, the greatest He requires from me is giving. I know the pattern. I know how much prayer I pray, and He'll be satisfied. Giving. We'll just be driving past one church and say, can you see that church?
You know, this is not the first time we've got to see Lovy Elias known for such fallacy, okay? Recently, I saw this one. He was talking about third eye, which I've done a video about that to refute the teachings of third eye. And I saw this recent one, which maybe when I have the time, I might have to revisit that and see scriptural perspective. And in that video, it looks as though he was somewhat elevating the teachings of astrology and the studies of the constellations like the star and the likes of that. So when I have the time, I will go through that video and I will share my thoughts and my opinion, scriptural opinion as usual. So just like I said, if you have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and please leave your comments. I want to know exactly what you think about this video. This is Ifeanyi with the Potters, and until next time when we come your way again with another video, I say remain blessed.